What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. In the last part, we ended up arriving at Cerulean City, our next major destination here in the Kanto region, which also contains a gym. Ended up battling our rival Trace once again, and then he told us that up north, above this bridge that we ended up going through called Nugget Bridge, where we did a lot of battles, that there was a guy named Bill there who owned some sort of Pokemon lab, but apparently Bill wasn't there, and instead it was a talking Pokemon. So via Trace's advice, we are actually against Trace's advice, we're actually gonna head up to that lab and take a look and see what exactly he got so terrified about. Now let me talk to this guy. What does this guy have to say? I'm not good at raising Pokemon. I feel sorry for my Charmander because it's not getting stronger, so I want to give it a better trainer than me. Are you interested? I caught 50 Pokemon. You should catch more than that. Alright, so once you catch 50 Pokemon, this guy will give you that Charmander, but I don't think we even really need it because guess what? We already have a Charmander. But speaking of things, guess what, guys? We ended up naming our Mankey Jen, and if you're wondering why, obviously, well, this Mankey, she's a female, but the other reason is because I really couldn't think of anything good, but I thought of something pretty fitting, and that happens to do with, was it frickin', the She-Hulk. Jen was a Jennifer Banner, essentially. She's the cousin of Bruce Banner, and that is her name when she becomes. That's her name, and so I felt that for a Pokemon that tends to get very angry, that the naming her after a comic book character who gets her powers by getting angry, that's pretty fitting here. So let's move on here. We are going to go through this route. We got a hiker here, I think. I think we can skip over him and go grab that item. There's a Psyduck, but doesn't really bother me all that much. X Special Defense, that's pretty nice. Alrighty. I don't know how far we're going to get in this episode, but we'll get decently far, I think. Oh, there's a Venonat. I think we haven't caught one of these guys yet. Like I told you, it evolves into a Pokemon called Venomoth, and Venomoth is a really, I don't think it's a great Pokemon at all. Oh, it just ran away. That's annoying. Whatever. We'll just probably catch one on the loop back. It's not even really that great of a Pokemon anyway. I just got down from Mount Moon, but I've still got gas in the tank. Alright, buddy. Let's fight. But yeah, I felt that the name was pretty fitting. I don't know how you guys feel, but I feel for a Pokemon that tends to get very angry, yeah, that's pretty fitting. Onyx, huh? Come on, Jen, let's see what you can do. Ooh, level 14, though. Let's see how much this will do. Rage, oh, that'll get stronger every time I hit it. That's annoying. Oh, wow! Actually did half its health? Okay. It's gonna use Rage again, but it shouldn't kill, so I should be good to go ahead and Karate Chop again. Oh, it's not even gonna use Rage again. Okay, that works. And boom! Death? Oh, so close, so close. But we got this. One more Karate Chop and we're good to go. And boom. Now, Rage doesn't work, I believe, unless you use it in succession. So the fact that he got the boost, I don't think it really mattered because he didn't use it until after he used Rock Throw. So he used Rage, then Rock Throw, then Rage. So the bonus didn't apply. Hiker Franklin, you worked hard. Didn't really just press one button, but thank you for thinking I worked hard. Let's go bag. I'm gonna go medicine. I'm just gonna heal up Mankey because I don't want Mankey to, or Jen, excuse me, I don't want Jen to fall in battle. Perfect. 17 health, 20 health restoration with a potion. We're good to go. Okay. Looks like we might have a double battle here, which should be fine. Oh wait, no, we don't have a double battle. That's annoying. I had this feeling. I knew I had to battle. Actually, we might have a double battle with the youngster. I actually don't. I can't exactly tell if he's standing right in front of that entrance. We'll see. You're challenged by youngster Chad. All right. Diglett. Diglety. Diglety. Diglett is a Pokemon. We'll run into one of these guys eventually. These guys are really fast. They're faster than Mankey, the Mankey family. They don't hit that hard, but their trait is their speed. And, well, speaking of speed, using agility, raising your speed by 2 stages. But the other thing about Diglett is it has the signature ability called Arena Trap. Any Pokemon that isn't a flying type Pokemon essentially will get trapped and you can't actually switch out. That's another, upside. I knew I'd lose too. Then why'd you challenge me, kid? Whatever, it's fine. Alright. Local trainers come here to practice. Yep. Alright, let's see if this guy... Birdkeeper. Ah, it's kind of crappy. I have a fighting type Pokemon. Pidgeotto, yeah, we're gonna have to switch to Pikachu here because, yeah, Mankey's gonna get rolled, or Gen's gonna get rolled here. I'm gonna have to get used to calling her Gen, but we'll get used to that in due time. Pikachu, wing attack, shouldn't be bad. I'm sorry, by the way, if there's parts of these videos that end up being, like, confusing if I do something stupid, and that's mainly because I've been playing Legends, because Legends just came out, Legends ZA, and, obviously the battle mechanics in that game are completely different to this. So if I screw up something or something like that happens, I apologize, just getting the completely different games mixed up. So, alright, Thundershock again, and should be easy, one and done dead. Okay, very cool. Almost level 19. Almost. Birdkeeper Joey, you're decent. Well, you lost, so. I don't hear that you're decent. You're decent, bro. Yeah. Alright, another youngster. Let's see what he's got. Dad took me to a great party being held on the SSN at Vermilion Port. It was fun. That does sound like fun. Although I'm not one for cruises, I don't think. Like, it wouldn't be my first choice of a vacation. I wouldn't be against it, but I'm not one to seek it out. I had a very close friend that I called my brother recently, just got married, and him and his wife went on a cruise to the Bahamas. I don't know if that would be my first choice, but I'm happy because they showed us a lot of pictures. They had a lot of fun. So, again, I don't know if it would be my first choice, but I don't know how you guys feel about cruises, but I have had one good experience on the boat, and then the other experience I've had on like a ferry type boat was really bad. We had nothing to drink, nothing to eat, and so we were sitting there for like an hour and a half or 2 hours with literally nothing. Like, there was literally nothing that we could like, and by the time, because when I get hungry, me and my dad are this way, when we get hungry, or thirsty, and we haven't had food or something in a while, our heads hurt, we get headaches. And so I had this splitting headache for a long time, and that's all I remember from that trip, was literally sitting at like the table there, watching us go to wherever we were going, and just being hungry with a headache. Hungry and thirsty with a headache. So. Alright, I think one more. We got a full double battle over there. I'm off to see that Pokemon Fanatic guy at the Cape, and that's exactly who we're off to see, so. You are challenged by Hiker Knob. Yeah, you're a bit of a knob there, pal. That's funny. That's a funny name. This should be fine. I don't think I'll one-shot with Karate Chop, but I'll certainly do more than half its health. If I can do more than half a health of an Onix, yeah. That was a crit. So Stealth Rock here, Geodude's gonna use this move. So Stealth Rock is a hazard move, so every time you switch into Pokemon, they'll take a quarter of their health as damage, or sorry, 1/8 of their health as damage. If they're weak to it, they'll take a quarter. If they are quad weak to it, they'll take half. So Stealth Rock is an incredibly powerful move in competitive play, especially, well, particularly for competitive singles, because it basically makes switching in certain Pokemon extremely difficult. Pokemon maybe like Charizard, Volcarona, to name a few. Even just regular flying type Pokemon. It's extremely hard for someone to switch in when half your health is going to be taken even before you can do anything. Holy cow! I'm just going to have to sack Gen here. Or pray that I get a flinch with Headbutt. Oh no, yeah. Oh, nah, I thought Gen. Damn it. That sucks. Well, I need to save switch into Pikachu, because if I switched into Pikachu there, like, would have not been good. Yes, taking the... I didn't want to take that and then take the low kick to the face. So, we'll just finish it off with Thundershock. That's annoying. Damn, I did not think he'd knock me out there. Machop has a lot of base attack for our first stage evolution. I just didn't expect it to kill me there. What are you gonna do, right? You done and got me, reeling good too. I guess Knob didn't end up turning out to be much of a knob after all. Okay, I'm gonna go heal back at the Pokemon Center in Cerulean City. I'll meet you guys watching. Let me grab this item. Super Potion, that's very helpful. I don't want to waste a revive. Yeah, what he said there, by the way, if your Pokemon does get confused, switch out. Because that will remove the Remove the confusion. Alright, we're gonna catch this thing, actually. There we go. Finally caught a stupid Venonat. Let's see what the Pokedex entry says about it. Its large eyes act as a radar. In a bright place, you can see that they are clusters for many tiny eyes. Yeah, they're like hexagonal, like eyes and stuff like that. So something interesting about Venonat. But that's about it. But like I told you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go heal at the Cerulean Pokemon Center, and we will be back. Alrighty, folks, we have returned. So now it is time to, I think, it's not double battle, is it? No, not quite. I'm a picnicker, my boyfriend is a camper. Yep, I'm guessing that's her boyfriend right there. Alright, let's see what she's got. Hopefully nothing crazy. Goldeen! Okay, Goldeen! We haven't run into one of these yet. I don't know exactly when we will, but Goldeen is an okay Pokemon. It evolves into a Pokemon called Seaking, and Seaking, they're kind of like Golduck and Psyduck. They're not necessarily terrible Pokemon, but they aren't exactly stellar either. I would consider, like, you know, if I had to choose between Goldeen and Seaking versus Golduck, I'd probably still choose Golduck. Although Seaking does get a nice hidden ability called Lightning Rod, and for Pokemon being a water type that's weak to electricity, it's nice to have Lightning Rod. The only issue I have is that sometimes Seaking's movesets are awkward, because Seaking tends to attack physically more, and when you use Lightning Rod, the Lightning Rod raises your special attack and not your physical attack. So there's just some, like, conflicting things. I think if they were able to give Seaking more of, like, if they made it more special attack focused than physical attack focused, then Lightning Rod would make a little more sense in that context. But it is still nice to have that hidden ability. It's just, I don't know, I think it just kind of is a little counterintuitive to what it wants to do, like, attacking wise. So obviously you can still, it's not that its special attack is bad, it's just that it tends to favor physical attacks, since its physical attack I believe is a little bit higher. Alright, he's got a Squirtle. Let me see how we deal with it. I'm curious to see how much Karate Chop will do, because Squirtle's physically defensive, so it's actually not bad. Actually, yeah, I think we should be fine here. Just want to give Jen some spotlight here, because in the next battle, I'm not really going to end up using Jen at all. Misty's Pokemon, the highest level Pokemon's level 19, so Pikachu's right at the spot I'd like it to be, but we still have to battle through the trainers and the gyms first, so. Alright, level 15 for Jen, very nice. So the way that this episode is going to end up ending off is we're basically going to go to Bill, and then the next episode we're going to end up fighting Misty. Alrighty, so we can get this now. Oh no, we can't. We can't get it. That really sucks. We still need a move that we don't have access to yet. Yes, I did not mean to talk to Jen, but okay, that works. Increase the happiness is always nice. Alright, got another item here. Got an Ether, very cool. And I think we have one last trainer to fight here. Yep, this last. My friend has many cute Pokemon. I'm so jealous. Well, then go catch them yourself. Whatever. Alright, let's see what she's got. Last Haley. Alright, Haley, what you got? An Oddish. Okay, this shouldn't be bad. The only thing is I'll have to use Headbutt because I can't use, can't really use Karate Chop because it resists it. Let's see. Flinch? Nah, Acid. Alright, I'm gonna lose special defense here probably. No, I don't. Okay. That's helpful. And have it again. Boom. Alright, it's dead. What does she have in the back is my question. Pidgey. Yeah, I'll switch to Pikachu here. Just don't want to deal with the flying type. Also, Charmander can be completely pointless. And then I mean completely pointless in our gym battle. There's Pidgey, and we should be simple enough to just use Quick Thunder Shock, and it'll be dead. Wah. Boom. Alright, very nice. Last Haley. I'm not jealous at all. I mean, okay. Okay. Alrighty, folks. Oh, wait, do we still have another battle? We do. Man, I do not remember this fisherman being there. You're going to see Bill. First we battle. Alright, then. See if this guy's got... I think he's probably just got either Goldeen or Magikarp. I would like it if he had a Magikarp, but I think he'll have... Okay, he has Magikarp. Good. Okay, so this guy's literally going to do nothing. Even if it has Tackle, it's going to do literally piss all. Like I told you, by the way, like I'll still say this, Magikarp, an incredibly good Pokemon once you get it to level 20. There is an absolute reason that evolving into Gyarados. Gyarados is one of, in my opinion, historically the best Pokemon that's ever existed. Like it ranks up there. It's not historically like competitively the best, but Gyarados has never ever been what I would call bad. It's just a really good Pokemon. There's a reason they got a Mega Evolution. Oh, he's got a Krabby, alright. Funny thing about Krabby, you guys never watched the original show or anything like that. My favorite part about Krabby was it always, in the show, and including its evolution Kingler, it went, it just said cookie. And it always blew bubbles. And Gary always happened to have a better Pokemon than Ash. But when it comes to Krabby, Krabby is a physically defensive and physically attacking water type, which really wasn't common, especially when didn't make any sense, especially when the types were split into special or physical depending on the actual type. But when Gen 4 hit, then a Pokemon like this made a lot more sense. So, alrighty, looks like this Bill's. Sea Cottage. Bill lives here, so this is Bill's house. Let's see, was there any items? There is a coach trainer right there. We'll fight her, but I'd like to go do Bill. Well, actually, it's probably best we fight her first, and then we go to Bill. So what I'll do here, yeah, let's just... I know it's a waste of a super potion. I don't really care. We're just gonna do that, and then we can fight her. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna save before this so that I don't get absolutely annihilated immediately. But if you guys give me 1 second, I gotta go check on something. So, well, actually, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be back in a second. Alrighty, folks, we have returned. So, without further ado, let's take on this coach trainer. This area is popular for dates. I'm proudly independent coach trainer at a date spot. I'll let you know I'm pretty strong. Want me to battle you? Yep. I'll give you a real workout. Alrighty. So, yeah, like she said, this place is known for dates, and in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, or any of the Gen, like that, essentially, was Gen 2, you'll find Misty up here on the date, so, I think Machop will probably end up rolling me, but let me see if I can, maybe flinch hacks it to death. Seismic Toss, so it'll deal 16 damage. So Seismic Toss is a move that will deal the amount of damage that the Pokemon's level is. I'm just trying to see if I can flinch axe it to death. Let's use Seismic Toss again, so I'm going to have to switch out here. I might end up switching into Charmander, because at the end of the day, Charmander isn't a Pokemon I care for getting XP. Even if Charmander ends up getting killed, I'm okay with that. I love you, Charmander, but at the end of the day, yeah. Funnily enough, speaking of Charmander, I'm actually using one of my Legend Z8 team, which isn't too surprising considering Mega Charizard is really cool, well, both of them are. Obviously, Mega Charizard X is infinitely cooler, in my opinion, in terms of the design. But yeah. Using one. Tried to get the burn. Maybe I can get the burn next turn. But we're definitely not killing it unless Charmander gets a crit here. Yeah, Charmander's gonna take the L here. That's alright. Actually, funnily enough, I can switch back into Mankey, kill this thing. It's not faster than Mankey because Machop is slow. Alright, Jen, do it. Kill this thing. It's alright. And headbutt. Very nice. Alrighty. A little bit tougher, but not too bad. Just stupid Machop. And obviously, being lower level. Am I the one who was coached? Being lower level, that 16 health will take more damage than. I mean, it will be more effective at lower levels. Whew, I haven't had fun like that in a long time. Here, take this. Seismic Toss. So, like I said, it'll deal damage equivalent to your Pokemon's level. Yep. So the max damage that move can ever do is only 100, because obviously Pokemon are only going to level 100. But without further ado, finally, we can go inside Bill's house. So let's see what Trace was freaking out about. Hiya, I'm a Pokemon. No, I mean, I'm Bill. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemon fanatic. Hey, what's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you, pal. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with the Pokemon. So how about it? Help me out here. This seems kind of sus, but I guess so. I'm going to climb inside that teleporter so you can run the cell separation system for me. You can do it from that PC over there. You're going to do it for me, right? Don't leave me hanging. I'm counting on you, pal. Alright, so let's just do what this Nidorino asks. The screen says something about a teleporter. Whoa, I should get in there. Don't mess this up, okay? Yeah, a man's life hangs in the balance, and I'm tasked as a 10-year-old kid to not screw this up. You started up the cell separation system on the teleporter. Yeehaw! Thanks, bud. I owe you one. Hey, you've got your Pokemon box right there in your bag. Good job. If you ever catch too many Pokemon, your box gets full. Send some of those Pokemon to Professor Oak. I bet he'd be mighty thankful. Oh, look at me. I'd forget my own head if it weren't attached. I should do something to thank you, too. You did save me, after all. Here, maybe this'll do. You got some SS tickets from Bill. That cruise ship, the SS Dan, pulls into port in Cerulean City. They invited me to some party on board, but I can't stand fancy gatherings. Why don't you go instead of me? There's a couple of tickets in there, so have some fun with a friend or something. Alrighty, so we have finally met Bill, and he gave us those SS tickets. So, one thing we can do is, so if we go into the bag here and we go to the Pokemon box, we can just send Pokemon to Professor Oak. So, let's just send the Venonat. Let's see what we get. We can mark I can pretty much mark everything because I'm not gonna care to send. Actually, not the Magikarp. We'll keep the Magikarp. Send that. Maybe keep a Rattata. Actually, no, I don't even need to keep a Rattata. But most of these Pokemon we can just send off, and then we can. Yep. Got a message back from the professor. Thanks for sending all those Pokemon. That will help a good deal with my research. That's it. I think you've earned some candy for all your help in getting me Pokemon to study. Candies make your Pokemon stronger, so use them on the Pokemon you like to train well. So, these candies, they basically work the same way as, they work very similar, the way that, vitamins work. So, if we go to the candy jar, and we go here to the Tough Candy, Mighty Candy. These will essentially... So Mighty Candy is for increasing attack stats, so we'll give that to Jen here. We'll use it again. Quick Candy will increase speed. We'll give a few to Pikachu here. Get a few more. Then you have Smart Candy, which is for special attack, Health Candy, which is for health, Courage Candy, which I believe is for special defensive, and Tough Candy for physical defense. Now, what we're also going to do is I'm going to give this to... Well, do we want to see... Actually, what I'm going to wait to do is wait and see how far we get in terms of levels before we take on Misty. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to Cerulean City, heal up my Pokemon, and head towards the Pokemon Gym. Alrighty, folks, with that all out of the way, we made our way up towards the north, ended up going past Nugget Bridge and going to meet Bill at his Pokemon lab. And so, with that all out of the way, next time on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, we'll be heading to the Cerulean City Gym and taking on the gym leader known as Misty, another one of the most iconic characters in the entirety of the Pokemon franchise. So I hope you guys look forward to that. So I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends, and also follow me on the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes.